Alright, so here we are for week 2, assignment 1, our color wheels. Kind of handy tools to have around. They also do a lot to explain how colors are interacting with each other. Also, as the course progresses and we need color schemes, these are not a bad place to grab them from. Additive color is what we're going to be working with most things in this course, so just keep that one in mind for color schemes. So, anyway, I didn't want to get too much going on these ones here, but I did want to sort of give you a hint to get those started. And the one I want to focus on is the traditional color wheel. So I'm going to zoom in and move you over here. You can do this with the blend tool, but I actually want us to be looking more at mixing traditional paints. So you want to start with red. This goes back to sort of the old way of thinking about color, where you have red, yellow, and blue are our primaries. And these big ones are where the primaries go. So red is 0, yellow is 60, and these are very specific numbers. There's really not a lot to be made up on those. So just every time in this class we talk about yellow, we actually mean hue 60. Every time we talk about red, we talk about hue 0. Blues are hue 240. So anyway, there's that. Pretty easy, not too bad. Now, 240 and 60 is a pretty big span to be going from here all the way to here. But what I do want to do is, I know that green is what we want in there because yellow and blue make green, right? So, green is actually 120. Now, if I put that in there, that's the right hue, but that doesn't look right. If we take blue paint and yellow paint like that, and we mix them together, the odds of us getting that particular green are 0. That's way too bright and it's way too light. So what I want to do, and this is just sort of from experience, I can just type that in. I know that taking the B slider and putting it at 50 gives me a much better color. That feels like what those two mixed together would feel like. You don't actually need to mess with the S slider at all in this project, just the B slider in a few colors. So I've got 120 and 60, and I know the difference between those is 60, so I'll split the difference and do 90. Oops. Do 90. And again, I want this to be similar to mixing colors, so you're going to find that maybe your first mix doesn't look right, so I'm going to brighten that up a little bit. That feels good, right? If I took that color and mixed them together, that would feel pretty good. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that I know between 120 and 240 is 180 or cyan. I'll take that and put that there. Again, this one's and this color together should make a pretty dark color. That's too light, so I'm gonna drop that down to 50 as well. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, this range of colors in the traditional wheel is a little tricky. That's why I show you this one here. The rest of them are pretty easy. You know that you want orange, right? So let's go back up to full saturation, and it obviously gave me cyan, but I want orange, so I'm going to hit hue 30. Because 0, 60, 30 is right in between. If I want red-orange, I can do hue 15 because that's halfway between 0 and 30. And halfway between 30 and 60 is 45. And that gives me my nice yellow-orange. Okay, same sort of approach can go on over here. Oops, should be an extra 0 there. Okay, so 300 is halfway between 240 and 360. 330 is halfway between 0 and 300. And then 270 is halfway between here. And yeah, I think that one actually could be a little darker, and same with that one. Again, there's a lot of right answers here, but I think that's sort of how I want to approach this one. And then I'm going to put a gray in the middle. So that's how it should look. It shouldn't be all super bright. The rest of these over here, they should be fully saturated, but this one isn't going to be quite as bright because you've got these darker colors down here. So that's that.